Hey, friends. This is your 5-minute summary of what we talked about for those of you that missed or those that want to go back and get a recap. Here you go. The theme for the month is endure to the end, finishing strong. Sometimes that feeling in May can be difficult when we're so close to the end. A lot of our students just feel the pressure right there. We started class by talking about just some fun comparisons of what it's like to be so close, right? To almost be there. A couple of sports analogies, which are kind of fun that we went through. You can watch these on your own if you want. That great Auburn versus Alabama game 2013, where Chris Davis runs 109 yards to win the game after it was tied. Just so many cool little things, carrying others across the finish line. And then we compared and contrasted that with Elder Bednar when he talks about this idea of enduring to the end, that it is a joyous quest of a lifetime. He then talks about how it will change us. We gradually lose focus on our own desires and interests and more on helping others. And then charity can possess us. We contrasted that then with these kind of the higher and holier way of how Jesus does things. In the scriptures, if you remember Matthew 22, they're coming to try and trap him, and they say, "Hey, should we pay taxes to Caesar?" He says, "Give me a coin. Whose face is on there?" "Well, Caesar." "We'll give unto Caesar that which is Caesar's." They wanted this or that, right or wrong, good or bad. But instead, Jesus offers a higher way. When we want answers and rules and fairness and boundaries and security, he wants to transform us and change us, teach us principles, and have us be consecrated. We use that as a launching point to kind of consider how can we talk about practices and principles in the Institute class. Sometimes we look at like specific things. So, for example, my son's been doing cross country and track the last couple of years. He got a new coach this year, and I asked him what the difference was. He said the coaches helped me understand just really little things, placement of my feet, how to take off stronger, how to pick my knees up a little bit more, just really little things. Of course, the principle is run faster, but having little skills that you can practice along the way can help improve just a little bit. So then we brainstormed for a fair amount of time about what have you done this season, right, that you want to carry forward, or what are some success stories that you've had. And we shared ideas of practices, things that you've done in the classroom. We went through and analyzed and based those practices on skills we've talked about, right? We've gone through a lot of skills this year, and I can post links to these things as well. But as you go through and think about the skills you've practiced and the things that you do in the classroom, how do you help get people engaged? What do you do to help them prepare before class, during class, after class? We talked about a couple skills as well, right? Giving invitations to prepare for their experience. And even as simple as, right, giving invitations to prepare to share what they're learning. Those are all skills that we can practice over time. So we spent a fair amount of time talking about those skills. And then afterwards, we connected it to principles, the principles of helping our students to go forward with faith. I'll put a list in the box, and I'll send it with the email of the things we came up with. Either way, though, it was a really great training. We're lucky to work with really amazing people. Thanks for all that you do.